Hello and welcome to Martin's Japanese Journey Live. Okay, so this video is all about my journey really, right from back in 2009, but I'm going to go back a little bit further today, later today, right the way up to today. Now, if you followed me on my groups I've had in the past, you know that I've created this garden on my own. I've never been to Japan. It's been my dream to go to Japan, so next Sunday in 7 days time I'll be going to Japan. So what I thought I'd do is do a countdown to that day and show you how it all developed really from back in 2009. So what I do, I got a few pointers here because I ain't gonna remember everything. I haven't got a cue thing there. I just got a list here. So I'm going to go through this list, and then what we do some char burning in a bit, and charring wood. I thought I'd chuck that in as well because it's only a little thing to do. Might help some of you. So guys, this is the 7th day now, as I said. Now, back 7 years ago, I've done this painting, and what it is Bristol, which is suspension bridge, balloons, known for hot air balloons, festivals and stuff like that, and Concord. And then the other side is Japan. So I've done this 7 years ago when I built this area, and it was my dream to do it. So now is coming close to my dream of actually doing that. All right, I'm not going to go in Concord or a balloon, but I'm going to get there. So yeah, so it's actually happening. So I thought I'll video it all. Anyway, okay. So it all started back in 2009 when I was on holiday. Now you might have heard this before, I'll be quick anyway. With mum and dad, he took us to his garden, walked through his garden, I had a Japanese garden, and I thought, wow, I've got to create this at home. Now I always like building things, that's my thing to build. I enjoy building in a workshop or wherever. I've built loads of things in the past. So when I seen the tea house in this garden, I thought how fantastic it looked. And then I started researching Japanese gardens, and then I thought I've got to build my own. So I came home and I started to create my own. Back in those days it was magazines, no Google or nothing like that. And so it was just Koi magazines I got my ideas from, and that's what gave me inspiration until Google come along. So that's how it all started. And then in 2017, well, I built the garden, that's in 2017, and it started to rot. It took me years. The garden was built by myself on a small budget, mind. I was saving fuel money and stuff like that. Didn't have a lot of money, still don't have no money, but I saved my fuel money. So if I'd done a shift pattern and I ended up with some money left at the end, I'll put it into the garden. That's how I built my garden. I didn't build it any other way really, and so that's why it probably took me so long to build. Okay, so from up there to 2017, and then I thought I got to build again. And this was the biggest project I built here. This is what I started with, put the koi inside and stuff like that. So when I built this is the decision to start again. Then I went around the garden and started replacing everything else. And if you see my videos, you see what I've done to the fences and the tea house and things like that. So it's just developed from there. And this year is year 2025 now. If someone said to me what else you got to do, I'd be a bit confused, because I'd look around and think, oh, I think I've finished. Yeah, everything needs upkeep, like things needs painting, stuff like that. There'll be a few plant movements, things are rot, so I'll replace that. But as a whole, I am happy where it is now in 2025. So all these years ago, every year I think I'm happy, I'm not, but this year I've got there. Okay, so it's all come at once really. Finished my garden, off to Japan. Back in 2018, I started a group. It's been called several things over the past. I've recently changed the name again to Koi Bonsai Japanese Garden Community. It used to be called several things before that. And that's where my garden got noticed. In 2021, I got contacted by Cater Media, which is an agent for the national papers. They come done a video. As soon as that happened, that was it. It went off to all the national papers. It went papers, I've seen it around the world and stuff like that. And then from there on, for 4 years, I've had constant media attention. I've had, as you know, I've had TV, ITV here several times. I've had the BBC here. I've had BBC Gardener's World. I've had Japan main news. I've been on Saturday Night Japan. I've ranked #1 in Japan in Yahoo and Google. It's gone mad. And in those 4 years, it all started from that group that I started up, just by putting pictures of my garden up on that group, and that's where it's gone. And then about 3 years ago, I started this page. So that's where it all developed from. Shortly after the interview, I opened for charity. Although the charity was arranged 2 years before that, but COVID hit, so then I didn't open for charity. But these interviews happened before I actually opened for charity. Some people think it is a charity thing. It wasn't a charity. It all come from my group, my Facebook group. And every contact I've had with TV or anything like that has all come through my social media. That's how they contact me. I know that because it's come through that system, maybe the messenger way. So that's how it's all come about. They've kept me going. They've given me the push. I decided to run with this and carry on, because when we hit COVID, things before then was a lot cheaper, and I was able to do it with my bit of money here and there. Then COVID hit, and then I ain't got the money to keep the garden up together, so I decided to open it and show people my garden, which then all the money goes back into the garden. So that's how it's developed over the years. I don't earn nothing from it. It's not in my interest to earn anything from it. I got my job. So it's just pleasure, really. Just enjoy it and let people see what I created, and hopefully they go away and do the same thing. So, you know, that is something I'm proud of, that they can get inspiration from my work. So if you know, if you're anything else, that's exactly what it is. And I enjoy opening for charity as well. That it raise money is a good feeling, and that will always go on, and that will hoping to put more and more into charity when the garden's finished. But there's a lot more I want to do with the garden, so that's why I'm opening. So that's a bit of background about that. So what are we going to do now? I'm going to go and do some charring wood. So I'm going to show you how to do charring wood for a bit. It won't take long. I'm going to turn you around, and we'll go to the other side of the garden. Right, oh, mind the roof. Garden's looking quite good in a moment now. It's starting to, everything is budding. I've gone around, I can't find a bush yet that's not budding. Everything is budding, all my bonsais are budding. So it's all looking good. Now, give me a second to set up the tripod here and show you a bit of charring wood. I thought it'd be a good little thing to put in here now. Let's put the camera in first. It's only quick, it won't take long. I've got to set the camera up. It's going to be a bit what you want, because my garden is on a slope. If you haven't visited before, you've seen it, it's on a slope. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you these here, these trellises that I built. They needed redoing. Now, a lot of my work do need redoing, because when I do my work, I do it through the winter, and normally the wood's damp, so it's hard to burn. So it hasn't lasted as long as I would hope for. So I've got to re-burn everything. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to nip back here, because I've got the stuff over here. I'm going to be nipping out and back in. Have a look at this, and then I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so say you get decent wood and you burn it, okay? But say you've got some dry wood in your garden, you want to burn it. You don't want to burn anything that's been treated. It's got to be natural wood, okay? But if you want to get it back to life, I use this linseed oil, okay? Put the linseed oil on in my pot noodle pot here. Put your linseed oil on, Now I've already done this one. This was dry wood, so this has just been burnt. I haven't linseed oil it. This here, as you can see, it's been linseed oil. Now what I'm going to do is show you what the difference is between the two. So what I got to do is go around all the work I've done with burning, and coat this up now, and then leave it for about a week, and then burn it, and I'll show you why. Okay, so now if you've got a big job, you don't want to be doing it with one of these, okay? But these are ideal if you've got some small jobs to do. I've done near enough all my garden with this mic. It's not bad. They're around £12–15 for a nozzle and one of these cans. Then you can buy the whole 4 cans for £5, so it's very cheap. Okay, so what you do, you just obviously put it to the wood and burn it. Okay, so let me bring the camera up, and you can see let me get it right. There we go. If you see the white in it, that's the linseed oil, and that will give it a better look when you're done. See the linseed oil coming out of it. It just gives it so you don't get that dull black look. You get more of a brighter look with it. Okay, so that's what I started off with, and that's what I've been doing it for years. And then I discovered this. Now, this one's a lot better for bigger jobs, okay? This will cost around £60–70 with the nozzle and 2 of the canisters, okay? A lot easier. Just switch it on there and press it, and this is just burn like mad. You can see it. This will take a couple of minutes to do the whole thing. I've linseed oiled it. As you can see, it goes really well. So this is a good way of doing it if you're going to do it at home. Okay, I recommend it with this one. Then, after you've burnt it, okay, so after you burn it, you wire brush it. Now, I don't always do that. What I prefer to do is get a damp rag, or a wife's old top, damp rag, and then I'll rub it over it. And that's to get the soot off. You do it with a wire brush, you can do. Messy, very messy. You get that brown, the light brown colour comes back. But you really got to burn it, man. Not just like what I was doing. You got to keep it on there so it's actually on fire. That's what I've done in the past, but it hasn't worked. I'm getting better at it as time goes on. There's more, like I said, I got to go around the garden and redo all this stuff. So I think it's a really good. Let me show you something else. Something a bit closer up. Okay, so this is a nice newish piece of wood. Okay, it's new. You can tell by the colour. I haven't got an old piece hanging around, or I'd show you the difference. They're whiter. Okay, so I'll turn it off. Okay, what you do? Well, that has really burnt that. Okay, if you want it to stay like it, you really got to burn it like that. Maybe a bit more. And then clean it up. But it's a really good technique of the Japanese. As you seen my description earlier, hang on, just turn that off. Stops the insects, stops it rotting and things like that. Lasts longer, said to last 100 years. And every 10 years, linseed oil anyway, even if you're not going to reburn it, put linseed oil in it as well. And that'll keep it going. Okay, so I'll put that back. Hopefully, guys, you've got a little bit of something out of that. If you come to my garden, you'll see that I've got a lot of that going on in my garden rather than painting and stuff like that. I do like the finished product as a burn-in rather than when you're painting everything and stuff like that. So that's how you do the char burning, known as, in Japan, I always get it wrong, I call it Shou Sugi Ban. It's not Shou Sugi Ban, something like that. Anyway, you might say it all in one go. I'm not very good at Japanese, so I might struggle a bit when I go to Japan. I find that when I say Japanese words, I've got to say it a couple of times to get it right. Like hello is konnichiwa, no, konnichiwa. So second time I get it right. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna have fun, aren't I? So there we go, guys. So from today, later on, I'll go put up some posts of my garden when I moved in. Okay, so you'll see what I look like when I moved in. If you haven't seen the post before, I'll put it up in the past sometime. So I'm going to put it up again of what the garden looked like when I moved in, and then through the week I'll go through all the stages of how I got to where I got to now, and so just show you guys that, you know, if I can do it, then anybody can do it. Like I said, I've done it myself. I haven't got a company in to do anything at all. I'd rather build it myself, and that's the way I've gone, really. I enjoy building things. So there we go. This time next week, I'm going to do a live in my garden, and then I'm going to Heathrow, and we're going to be up there later in the afternoon, and then I'm going to do a live and explain our trip to you. And then obviously we're going to go to Japan, and then I'm going to try to do as many lives as I can in Japan and show you what I'm seeing. And then hopefully there'll be lives. There's going to be some things I've arranged, some twists and turns and stuff like that. It's a very complicated trip. I'm trying to go through it right now and try to suss it out. So hopefully when I do it, it might give you an idea if you want to do it in whether you want to do it my way or someone else's way. But anyway, so yeah, I'd like you guys to follow me. I want to thank you for following me. So I'm hoping you'll come on my trip to Japan with me, so you see my lives. Obviously the lives are going to be at nighttime, daytime over there, but nighttime here. So it might be tail end of each way, I don't know. They're about 8-9 hours ahead of us. So when you get up in the morning, if you want to see these videos through the day, all you got to do is click on my page, Japanese Garden Bristol. Click on there, scroll down, and you see the lives that I've put up throughout the day. Hopefully I'm hoping to do a couple a day if I can, but we don't know what to expect. I'm hoping it's all going to be all ups and no downs, but I'll try to film everything. There you go, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for following my page, and hopefully follow me across Japan, which is something I am looking forward to, and I'm hoping to share it with you guys. So next time, I'll see you next Sunday, live again. I don't know what time. Oh, I think I'm going to do like a 9 o'clock in the morning next Sunday, live in the garden. We're going to go around and see what the garden looks like before I leave, because I'm not going to see how the garden progresses while I'm away. I'm thinking I'm going to miss the cherry blossom here, but I'll hopefully see it in Japan. So what I'm going to try to do is, my neighbours is looking after the garden. I've got my son who lives in the house anyway, so everything's looked after. I'm hoping they're going to take some pictures from me, and so when I come back, I've got some pictures to show you guys of what the garden's like if I miss the cherry blossom and certain things I want to see. So yeah, I'll do a bit of filming next Sunday in the morning, and then like I said, later on in the afternoon at Heathrow. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my videos. I hope you enjoyed my posts, and look out for me each day this week. It's the countdown from day 7 today, right the way down to the day we go to Japan. All right, so catch you then, and hope you like my painting. Have a good week.